Mike McKenna, a construction worker from New Jersey, finds his life turned upside down when Roxanne Hall, his high school sweetheart, reappears after 25 years. Now a secret agent for a covert organization called the Union, Rox recruits him. Despite his initial reluctance, after being tranquilized by Rox, Mike wakes up in London. She explains how he got there, and he quickly leaves the luxurious hotel to meet her boss, Tom Brennan. They brief him on a high-stakes mission, explaining that his ordinary identity makes him the perfect cover. The Union is in chaos after a failed operation in Trieste that resulted in the deaths of several agents. Desperately in need of new blood, they turn to Mike, an ordinary nobody, for a crucial mission to retrieve government intelligence on law enforcement agents across various agencies. The briefcase containing sensitive information about individuals who have served allied Western nations is up for auction to the highest bidder. This dangerous mission takes Mike across Europe, facing threats from Iranian terrorists, North Korean agents, and Russian spies. Mike undergoes intense training, normally spread over 6 months, but condensed into just under 2 weeks. He is given a new identity, undergoes psychological testing, and is trained in hand-to-hand combat
and sharpshooting, all while struggling to keep up with the highly skilled Roxanne. Sent by the Union with $5 million to gain access to the Intel auction, Mike is immediately ambushed by what they believe to be another interested party. The team barely manages to get him out safely, but the auction access device is irreparably damaged. With no money left, the Union decides to take a more ruthless approach, tracking down the Koreans' mercenaries to acquire their device. The Union successfully infiltrates the Koreans and secures their device. However, their communications expert is discovered and killed in the van from a distance. The team watches in horror as their headquarters is attacked. Forced into hiding, the team regroups the next evening for the auction. Tom bids with CIA money, while Foreman works to trace Quinn's location, and Rox and Mike rush to reach her. Juliet Quinn is coaxed by Rox and Mike into taking them to the briefcase. Just before they can leave with it, Nick Faraday arrives, warning that they are all in grave danger. He convinces Rox to let him in. It's revealed that Nick is one of the 6 Union agents believed to have died in Trieste. He claims that Tom Brennan is the mole, and Mike discovers that Nick was Rox's husband. Convinced to meet with a CIA liaison at a bridge the next day, Rox and Mike leave with the briefcase. In the car, Mike is upset that Rox hadn't mentioned Nick, but she insists they were separated. Feeling like he's lived a small life, Mike declares he's done and steps out of the car. Later, after cooling off, Mike shows up at the bridge drop-off the next morning, where they both apologize. Nick calls Rox, revealing that he has framed both her and Brennan, planning to sell the intel to the Iranians. Frustrated with never receiving recognition or proper compensation for his work at the Union, Nick has decided to betray them. As the CIA closes in, Mike and Rox manage to escape, tracking Nick to Istria. Rox and Mike disrupt the deal with the Iranians, causing them to withdraw. Juliet also pulls out with her men. Suddenly, Mike arrives on a motorbike and Rox throws him the briefcase. After a chase through the town pursued by the Iranians, Mike and Rox reunite, leading to a standoff between Mike and Nick. To protect Rox, Mike lowers his gun. During a subsequent car chase, Rox momentarily believes Mike has died. Eventually, they catch up to Nick at the dock, who chooses death rather than being taken to jail by Rox. On Sunday, at a wedding, Rox shows up, so they acknowledge the care they have for each other. Just as they're about to sneak off together, Brennan appears and invites Mike to join them on an upcoming mission.